Smith, his first carry. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Lauletta looking to throw on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Lauletta to throw. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Detroit!
Out of the gun, Lauletta. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 23. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Good tip.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Flushed out right. And complete to Zach Ertz. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. An Eagle 1st down, Wentz to Ertz.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Come on now, let's go.
On 1st down, Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. They run with Ajayi. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. From midfield, here's Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
Lucky 56.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
On 2nd down, here's Lauletta. He's going to air one out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And, Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw for Rivers. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That catch good for 5. It's third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10.
Hey, 79! 79! We hot!
Working out of the gun, Rivers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Gone!
Here's Lawletta now on 2nd. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. Now they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made it nice.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. It's Lawletta off play action. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down. Now Lawletta on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Following the interception here, Rivers drops it off to Ajayi. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Rivers now to throw on first down. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Ready! 380!
On 1st and 10, Rivers completes it to Ajayi. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Let's go, D! Let's go, D! Hey!
Play fake, Rivers. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And the kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
Here's a give to Barkley. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. A shotgun snap to Lauletta. Flush to his right. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. first and 10. Lauletta dancing to his left. Pushing his way through. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Lauletta looking for a first down throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they move this all the way down to the 9. He got 29 yards that time.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They're looking at a first and goal from about the 9.
Leopard! Leopard!
Smith trying to run for it. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. From the gun, here's Lauletta. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. In for the score. And the Giants are in for 6. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out come the Eagles. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Second down, Rivers. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Connor Barwin in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Third and long for Rivers. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one.
Here you go, man.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, go orange. Orange.
First down, Rivers. Ertz has it left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Play action now. Rivers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Here you go, man.
The Eagles on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To the air again here, Rivers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Rivers now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. A first down throw here for Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Okay. Left.
From the gun, Rivers. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded at the 8. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, You and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, go orange. Orange.
Now a second down throw for Rivers. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. But I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was, and Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Rivers. And the pressure gets to him again.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. Taking it about the 16. A great return there of 22 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Laletta. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a 1st down.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
On 1st down, Laletta. And his throw is incomplete. Evan Ingram was the The intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Lauletta. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Rosas now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Escaping the pressure right. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. To throw, Rivers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Rivers on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball. Mac Hollins the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
What a job by this defense all game long. They've come together and really said, no one's crossing our goal line, and they're definitely not going to start right now.
You can just see the dejection. Feel like nothing is working offensively. Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Rivers again. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, Rivers. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So without making excuses, you have to figure that this rain has had an impact now on both of his missed field goals.
It's one of those situations really difficult to practice for and tough to prepare yourself against. It's just a whole different animal kicking in the rain, and we've really seen him struggle.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Lauletta now on 2nd. Open man right side is Ingram. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Lauletta now to throw it. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 19 yards that time for number 19.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. On 2nd down, here's Lauletta. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. A shotgun snap to Lauletta. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And Rosas puts this one through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Here's Lauletta after the interception. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Call it a gain of 3. And they're going to have a third down.